Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to EU4 as the Great Yuan. When we last left off, we had started our wartime operations against Poland, and they are going splendiferously, if I do say so myself. We are just about to move forward on Poland. We've got all kinds of awesome stuff happening over here. We are bleeding the Commonwealth dry of manpower, while we still have relatively high amounts of manpower. It's just good times to be alive, really. You guys are gonna die, aren't... Oh, no, you actually are gonna make it out unless you guys put on your speedy boosters shoes, which you may decide to do. Alright, let's see if we can get everyone in here. You know, I could charge in there and maybe fight them like that, but that might not be ideal. Alright, so basically, we've got a pretty reasonable army going on over here. It's very reasonable, very strong, very ferocious. And actually, you know what? You can go down here and maybe start fighting these guys. I mean, we're doing okay. We're not working miracles here. That would be crazy, of course. You know what? We can try to at least distract some of what's going on over here by doing that. You guys are doing that. If we could just finish these bloody sieges. Malwas, meanwhile, just arrived to finally help with this war over here. We're almost actually at 22% war score, so we're doing okay. We could, like, wipe peace out of this war if we really wanted to, which we might actually really want to do. Alright, you guys are here, you guys are here. Wouldn't be a bad idea to actually try getting Moskva, because, I mean, we kind of do need some of this stuff in order to actually get what we want. You're wandering over there, like, their army... It is scary, like, what we've gotta deal with here. But, I am confident that at the end of the day, we are up for the task, so, you know... Be brave. Hold in there. Finish your damn sieges. Alright. Go to like 40,000%. Take another quick look to make sure we actually are still recording, because that would be very embarrassing if we weren't. Alright, good. These guys, our mercenaries, have arrived, so that way we can do some work to maybe resiege some of our land. You're gonna kill this guy immediately. I know that's gonna happen. They've got 68,000 people inbound, though, so that is something to be concerned about, actually. I mean, they do have the numbers. I mean, they do have the numbers to do damage, I guess is what I'm really trying to say. So let's maybe start moving, actually, all of our armies somewhere into the vicinity of away from the Commonwealth. Mostly just as a way to ensure that we don't get killed. Because this 62 stack, plus the 32 stack, plus the other 32 stack that's over here somewhere, these are all very dangerous to our continued survival, and we naturally do not want to die. Look at that. Already 35%. We are amazing. Hungary is allied with them. Bessarabia. Oh, good. Alright, so you can move up. You can go up here. Or you can wait, I guess. Alright. Noe sacks. Sometimes known as no sack. Usually not, though. Ethiopia declared war on the Ottomans. Good for them. We've got some Mamlukian revolutionaries. That's cool. We're sieging back our homeland. That's also cool. Got a whole bunch of little annoying flies buzzing around here. Lenna, what are you doing? Just kind of wandering through the willows there. Alright, we're taking our land back. That's good. That's exactly what we want out of life. You guys are going to kill some of our guys, but at the very least, it's all still working out. We are making sweet, sweet gains, so thumbs up for that. Yeah. I do have some concerns, though, as I've established before, that, like, big concern number one is just that 60 stack, which is coming back here, and there's a 40 stack, and there's a 32 stack somewhere over here. They're obviously going to do not so good stuff to us, or they're going to at least attempt to do not so good stuff to us, so, you know, we gotta keep our eyeballs on the prize with this one. Make sure that we do not. Could you hurry up and finish that siege? My goodness. Alright, yeah, you're doing that, but I mean, they're really not hitting, like, they're hitting states for them, or territories, not states. Yes, we've taken Warsaw, so, you know, giant FU to them. Is there anyone I can peace out with? Actually, Salzburg, can I just white peace you? No. Like, no one, you people baffle me that none of you have actually managed to do anything. You haven't even touched Salzburg yet. Like, come on. Give me something to work with, people. Like, be intelligent. Where are you even going, Malwa? Like, you know what? Just take Crane. Malwa, that's your objective now. Probably that would have been better, but, you know, you're already over here, so you might as well pretend to be useful for me. Alright, let's, I guess it's safe, sort of safe, to, move our guys over here in this fashion, hopefully. You guys are mostly safe over here. Alright. Safe but scared, I guess is how I would describe our present, situation. Okay, again, much pain and suffering is going to happen here. But I think we can do it. Alright. Don't die before I get in there. Oh my god, there's a 4 stack. Hey, you gotta go in there and then back down there just to... That's gonna kill my cannons. Okay, murder them, murder them, murder them. Alright, we did... Alright, we actually inflicted a great amount of murder upon them. That's good. Everyone's splitting back up again, which is also good. Okay, we can turn off this for the time being. You guys can just sit there and gather up, regroup. Okay, you're taking land that's in states, so that is less than ideal. We are also still losing massive quantities of money, which no one likes. No one likes it when that happens, but it does happen, so get over it. And you can go over there. And, alright, so we have a handle on things. That's the important thing. And I suppose when you come back, it might be worth checking out... Oh, I don't need to be sucking up to or spying on Armenia anymore. That's kind of useless, and has been for a long time now, actually, so I feel kind of stupid about that, but oh well. As you can see here, it looks like the Commonwealth are good and boned, so... You know, now is good time as any to basically tell them to go screw themselves and hurt them as bad as we can. I mean, I suppose we could wait a few more months and see if any, like, Wallachian separatists or anything pop up. But, it doesn't really look like we're gonna see too much more here. So, with that in mind... here's what the piece also we pieced out with Salzburg. That was pretty simple. Bohemia's probably not going to start any wars anytime soon because they basically drained themselves. There was a white piece over here, so ultimately it worked the way I wanted. I got a couple of war reps out of it by separate piecing people, so that was, you know, +1 to me for being awesome. Anyway, this is what we're going to take. It's going to put us 171% overextended. We are going to make them annul their treaties with Bohemia, though inevitably they're just going to re-ally Bohemia all over again, and it's just going to be the same old shite. So, you know, there's that. Other than that, let's see here. I mean, yeah, they're going to re-tributarize. That should be simple enough. Though, I am at peace with them. But before making them a tributary, maybe I'll want to actually wait until the truce is up, so that I can say, oh wait, hang on a second. Oh, there we go. Yeah, go screw you. Alright, there we go. Probably should have seen that one coming. I don't care too much about these particularizing. I'm also sending some people over here, because we're probably gonna go to war with Yasugi. We might actually still have time to wipe out, all this stuff and take the last few regions we need. I mean, we need, I think Tibet. Is Tibet one of the regions we need? Let's do a quick summary of what we need here. Let's see here. Is Tibet, let's see here. Ural, Pontic Steppe, South China, Shinan, North China, Persia, and Khorasan. Okay, so we don't actually... Alright, so I need to take a little bit of land from the Shan. A lot of land, actually. I don't think I can force them to give it to me. I'm gonna have to break tributary status and go to war with them. Or find someone they're allied with who isn't a tributary and then do that. So we also gotta take out these guys over here. Man, everyone is allied with my tributaries. My tributaries are allied with everyone else. So it's gonna be a bit messy, basically. We're gonna lose some standing for a little while. And it's gonna be kind of rough, but we can do it. If anyone can do it, we can do it. We are the Great Khan, after all. We are the true heir of Genghis. Also, we're gonna have to break our thing with Perm and do that, but we'll do this bit by bit. It shouldn't be that hard. Hopefully, possibly, maybe. Hello there, Ace. He's getting up to stuff. All right, so okay, we've got this going on here. Don't cry, Ace. You're okay. Oh, what's this? Oh, you walked right into them for some inexplicable reason. I don't know why you did that, but alright. And you're just gonna get lost somewhere along the way, but that's okay. I mean, we did more damage to them than they did to us, and plus, with all of this, Torzak... Oh, good, that actually kind of works out. I hope these particularists wander off into Poland when we do that. Let's see. In addition, I'm also making sure... I don't need Oka, that's not in the Russian region, but it is a level 8 fort, so I figured, you know, make the second war easier, because we're gonna have to fight these people in the Pontic Steppe. I mean, if we're lucky, the Cossacks will actually, like, split and form their own nation. That would be pretty badass, actually, because then I could just go to war with them, and that would save me a lot of problems. Alright, we're gonna have to create a client state out of all this, though, so, yeah. Which we have the room for, so let's do it. Alright, there we go. You know, giant FU, screw yourself. Let's see here. Reduce overextension, obviously. Ace, it's okay. Come on. None of that. Alright, let's see here. What do we do? Well, actually, we might not need a client state. Let's see here. Great Horde, Khorasan, Khiva, Nogai, Uzbek, Afghanistan. Is there anyone who is more north? Elka. I could release Crimea, but no. I'm going to make a client state. And I'm going to get rid of this fort right here. You'll also notice I got rid of all the level 8 forts down here. Time will tell if that was a stupid decision or not. My guess is it probably was, but we'll see. Alright, so basically I'm going to give all of this northern crap hole to whatever client state I end up making. Where's Moscow? Rostov, Yaroslavl. Where's Moscow? Moscow was around here somewhere. It's not you. Was it you? You were Moscow. One of these was Moscow. Just a minute ago. I think it was this one. I deleted a fort right here, didn't I? Well, this is where I'm going to make my client state. Okay. Make client state. Yaroslav, name taken. Okay. We'll call it North Mongolistan. No. We'll just call it Northern Mongolia. Or North Mongolia. Why not? Alright, there we go. And let's see here. We'll just kind of roll the dice on them a little bit until we see something we like. Or at least something acceptable. So hard to pick, isn't it? We'll spend like the entire 20-some minutes of this episode just trying to pick the perfect icon. You know what? I like that, but I don't like the color. Let's make it black on I don't know, that with a little bit of red in there. If I can actually see red. Alright, I can, apparently. Because I am partially colorblind, so I have no guarantee that I'll ever be able to see these colors. There we go. Or no, let's see. That's kind of the color of... there we go. Nice dark red. Practically the rebel flag symbol. Maybe we'll change the background a little bit. We'll give them these fine horses because, you know, we're horse people. Horse lords. Lords of the horse. Yeah, just with a little black slit right there on the side. And whatever that black slit is down there. Perfect. Alright. Worst flag ever. Okay. Now I have to try to give them as much land as possible. Okay, so... here's Northern Mongolia. Also, as it turns out, this is Moscow right here. I'm an idiot. Oh, boy. Anyway, the important thing to take away from this is that we are still massively overextended. Like 100... Oh, wait, never mind. We're only 109% overextended. I wish we were still a horde so I could just raise some of the land in order to solve the problem here, but, Ace Kadoosh. Okay, buddy. There's people outside doing stuff, but you don't need to bark at them. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, we'll start coring some of this stuff to at least, Alright. Yeah, I'll take this as well. And I guess we'll core up to here. The rest is going to be kind of up to Mongolistan here. Alright, so what does this really mean for us? I mean, this 0.9%, it basically means we are going to explode in a fiery ring of hell. So, that's fun. There's some forts there. We've got Kazuki. We've got Kyoto around here somewhere. Yeah, apparently if I take this, I think that results in us getting some kind of super cool bonus. Alright, so you can go around there. Uzuk. This thing. Alright. I'll take care of him. Alright, there we go. We finally solved our problem. There we go. Alright, it's just White Karelia and Nizhny Novgorod. Why didn't I start coring that? Alright, White Karelia. That's all that's left to give to North Mongolia. And that should... There we go. There we go. Alright. That takes care of that. So basically, we have to fight the Livonian Order. We have to fight the Commonwealth one more time. And if we really want to get the Great Khan achievement, we have to fight Novgorod, Perm, Baristan, Baluchistan. Baluchistan's in the Persia region, is it not? Yeah, we have to fight Persia over there. Or Baluchistan. We have to fight all of these guys. I don't actually have to do anything with Yasugi, so maybe I shouldn't, but I am. So, alright, good times. That's going to do it for this episode. I think I'm actually going to save a lot of this for off-camera type stuff, just because the series is kind of slowing down in terms of the momentum it has on the channel, and I figure we're almost 60 episodes in, so I'll clean up like the small stuff, and we'll probably come back mostly just for the Commonwealth War, or if we get like a crazy war over here or something. Okay, so actually, it turns out we're actually going to finish this series off this episode. So, what's going on here? Well, basically, we're at the end. Like I promised, I kind of skipped ahead. We have our lovely North Mongolia. There's this kind of blip here, which is not actually part of the Russian region. It is not part of the Russian region, right? Yes, this is part of Scandinavia, so we didn't need to take it. Got our North Mongolia. We've got all our sweet land over here. The Kamchattals are still around, apparently, because they're a tributary. We've got all kinds of tributaries. The Ottomans are a tributary. Just to quickly wrap things up before we actually settle things, let's take a quick tour of the world. I mean, Canada, they broke free from Spain. They are now a tributary. Oregon is still a tributary, or Oregon. Still a tributary. The Yuan Badlands are looking pretty sweet. If I declared war on Portugal right now, we could probably take the rest of North America from them in a single war, possibly. We could do some crazy stuff down here. I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff we could probably do in the last 30-odd years of the game, if we really want it. But I feel it is time to wrap this episode up, because as I may or may not have mentioned, it does feel like things are kind of winding down, and it's time to wrap things up and say goodbye, so... Well, at least for this series, anyway. So, what do we have to do? We had to break our alliance with Malawa, because somehow... I assume what happened here is I broke my tributary status of Baluchistan so I could make them into a vassal, but it took a couple of years to get their opinion up, that's what I'm trying to say, and I assume at some point in those intervening years, Malawa... I didn't actually get a message about this, but I guess Malawa threatened war on Baluchistan and they took this land, so now I'm just going to kind of threaten war on them to get it back. What is this? Chabahar. This is the last province we need. They'll obviously give it to us. I mean, I could just declare war on them straight up if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to. We're just going to go do this just to finish things up. So here we go. Alright, and there it is, finally, my white whale, the Great Khan. We have it. It is done. I could also... Well, yeah, I guess they don't like me anymore, so there's no way we're going to be able to do anything like that. Though, in a war, we could break them up and tributarize them and everything. But as you can see, like, we are the biggest nation on Earth now. We have an army that measures... We have almost 1 million men. Almost 1 million man army. It's great. We have... Let's take a quick look. We've got all these states. We could make more states, probably. We have no Diplo points, but that's okay. We've got all of Japan united over here. Excuse me. And I suppose we could probably do more with this as well. And we did all this without actually having to move our capital, which still would have been the smart play, by the way. Like, moving it down here, I believe, or possibly over here would have been the smart play. Plus, I think we would have still got to keep our name placement here instead of it becoming like Yuan Asia or whatever, or Yuan Asia. And we also temporarily had the Commonwealth as a tributary, but they broke free, and I was just feeling too lazy to go to war to get it back, and so on and so forth. There's all kinds of interesting things going on in the world. But I guess let's wrap this series up quickly with a quick show timeline. So let's zoom out, and we'll just kind of watch. There's Mongolia. Now, when you think about it, we did not expand nearly as fast as we probably could and or should have. Well, then again, no, it's like mid-1500s, and we don't have more. Yeah, you see, I probably should have focused more on taking out Muscovy sooner, rather than the whole Ottoman thing, where I, like, took, like, basically nothing, but at the same time I was, well, it did kind of weaken them, but I probably should have focused on this, would have kept the Commonwealth weaker and solved our problems. We've got some of this, we formed the Yuan Empire. Yeah. Also, we had stuff going on over here this whole time as well. There we go. We have some of that. We have some of this. Land is changing. We got our North Mongolia. We've got all this. We have Norway. And that's it. So, that was a very quick... I didn't do this, like, perfectly optimally. I'll be the first to tell you that. We could have probably got more crazy stuff going here, but, I mean, look at that. We've passed all the reforms. Maximum mandate. In the Russia patch, which we're not on right now, this, and they changed the way you'll lose mandate for non-tributaries, and I think because we're touching French Indonesia here, that would also cause some issues, probably. And because France is big, so we'd lose a whole bunch of mandate there. It's actually a bit harder to have high mandate, apparently, in the Russia patch, but that's actually good if you're not the one trying to maintain the mandate, so we might have... I think... If I were to go back and do it again, I probably would have broken free of being a tributary of Ming a lot sooner. Because I think we stayed a tributary all the way up until, like, the mid-1500s, maybe, almost? Or something like that. Sometime in the first half of the 1500s. We probably could have broken away sooner. And, like, as long as we had a couple of good allies, and that would have kept things safe. Of course, then again, if Ming hadn't been a dick and broke their alliance with us as soon as we got our freedom... then maybe, you know, and they'd just been satisfied to have us as an ally rather than forcing us as a tributary. Of course, then again, I suppose that would have caused some problems as well, and that could have led to some horrible things, but there's stuff we could have done better, basically, and we learned some lessons, but, you know, it's good. And I'm not sure if I'm going to immediately start a new EU4 series right away, just because balancing the fact that EU4 doesn't seem to have the strongest following on the channel, but I do love playing it, so we're going to see more EU4 in the future. I'm just not sure if we'll do something right away. I'm kind of thinking the next thing I might do is just a quick the Navigator run as Portugal, where we try to get, I believe it's a colony in China before 1500. That sounds like that would be fun. And we could probably fairly easily do that. But anyway, that's it for this series, and we'll, just leave me some comments in, well, the comment section on what you think we should do next. But for now, that's it. That's the end of the series, so I hope you guys had a good journey along with me as we finally got that elusive Great Khan achievement. But yeah, like all good things, they come to an end. So until the next time, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, or maybe leave me a comment down below to let me know what you're thinking. And I will see all you in the next video.